Hey guys, Maritime Marksman here. I got a special treat for you today. This just arrived in the mail, so I thought we'd open it and take a look. Alright, what do we got here? More packaging! Great job, guys. Sometimes our postal service can be a little bit rough with stuff, so extra packaging is always appreciated, so thank you. Oh. Starting to see a buttstock. Oh wow. Here we go. Alright guys, check this out. What a beauty. What we've got here, which is pretty evident by the straight pull bolt, is a 1910 commercial Ross Sporter. What makes this example particularly unique and special is the fact that it's chambered in 280 Ross. I know some of you might be thinking, what is that anyway? Well, it was a proprietary cartridge developed by Charles Ross, the inventor of the Ross rifle, around the early 1900s. And what's cool about that cartridge is it has the distinction of being one of the first rifle cartridges to get close to or break the 3,000 feet per second barrier. It was kind of one of the first technically Magnum cartridges. So this is your standard 303 British. This one's a jacketed soft point, rimmed cartridge, nothing to sneeze at. And this is the 280 Ross. So, bit of a difference there. And you might have noticed the bullet on this is pretty unique. They called it an expanding copper tube design or something like that, but essentially it's a hollow point, which is pretty neat. The 280 Ross rose to popularity quickly. It won numerous target shooting competitions. It was liked by big game hunters. Unfortunately, being a proprietary cartridge, it never really stuck around. After they stopped making the Ross rifles, there really wasn't any reason to chamber anything else in it. Some other more popular cartridges came along, and it's kind of been lost to the dustbin of history. Finding brass and dies and basically anything for these is incredibly difficult. Anyway, that's just a little bit of history about the cartridge. Let's take a look at the rifle. Starting at the front here, we've got a flip-up express sight. This one's marked for 500. And then as you come back, there's a flip-up peep sight here. I have no idea how this works. Oh, that's neat. You just slide forward on this little serrated kind of button here, and then the aperture pops up. Wow, that's quite a fine aperture. It's nice that it folds down though, because that looks really delicate. That's very neat. I own a few Ross Sporters, and I've never seen one with that aperture on it. Usually they have the express sights. I actually don't own any other ones with a receiver sight, so that's really cool. It's got that nice smooth bolt that we're used to. two-stage trigger. Checkering on the stock is just gorgeous. Look at that. I'm really impressed with the condition. These were not cheap rifles in their day, so most of them have been pretty well taken care of. They're not like the sporterized military ones that you find kicking around. Those are usually not in good shape. But people that were buying these were avid sportsmen and shooters, so they tended to take care of them. The only thing that I've really seen with them is sometimes the bores are quite worn on them. I think the people that own them like to shoot them a lot, and I can understand why. So I'll have a look at this bore. It's probably going to be impossible to show on camera, but we'll do our best. So here's the bolt release. Flip this up into the middle position there, and then it'll just slide right out. I have no idea how I'm supposed to show that on camera, but the bore is really nice and shiny. Another interesting thing about the Sporters chambered in 280 Ross is the fact they don't have the protruding box magazine at the bottom here. I believe they only hold 4 rounds. I'll have to verify that. I only own 3 rounds of 280 Ross at the moment, so I'll have to get that figured out, but that'll come another day. Yeah, overall, this is just a beauty. I'm really excited to get this thing shooting again. I'm curious when's the last time it was shot. Like I said, they haven't made ammunition for these in over 50 years, I think, commercially. Maybe longer, actually. Anyway, I'm super stoked to add this to my collection. 280 Ross has been on my wish list for a long time. It's been one of those things that it's been hard to justify because 303 is so much more available. So that's kind of been the focus of my Ross collection. But I've always wanted to add a 280. It's kind of the quintessential Ross, in my opinion. It kind of symbolizes everything this rifle is about. You know, it got a lot of flack for being a subpar military rifle, which is true. But as a sporting rifle, they really are beautiful. So, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.